Yet another lonely night he's spending inside. He takes a sip of his lemonade mixed with blueberry vodka as he scrolls through meaningless options on his television, switching between different streaming platforms, only finding more of the same. His friends tell him he should figure out who he is again after being committed to someone whom he thought was one of his kind. But to hell with those well-meaning notions. He knows who he is, what he's about, and even what he wants now more clearly than ever. However, he's so very tired of trying so hard to repeatedly end up with nothing or even less than what he had before. After constant, countless attempts at trying to not end up alone by the end of the night yet again, he's not sure he can handle the half-hearted replies and never-ending barrage of excuses. Is there even anyone out there that will care as much about him as he cares about them? Is such an idea an illusion, or even worse, a delusion? He tries so hard every day to not succumb to his dark desires yet again, as he knows it will only end up putting himself further in the red than he already was. But after a while, that strong, raw motivation wanes as it always does. No matter what he attempts day in and day out, the thinning out of said motivation and his patience always ends up happening. Some nights he even wonders if it's even worth bothering to stay alive when he knows that he has this seemingly unfillable, unescapable void waiting to consume him. Everyone has the same void that he feels especially strongly tonight. Others fill their voids with money, drugs, or useless material items, and all too many others attempt to stop that unrelenting void from consuming them by filling it with the people who they believe are like them, but are actually nothing but distractions from the true path that will lead them to their own personal heaven on earth. How much longer can he go on like this, he wonders. He's already met him, but everything was thrown out of order when he made the same mistake as he always does, misunderstanding what he truly wants. For his entire life he's assumed the wrong ideals as facts and his very reason for being. He picks up his awful concoction and throws it down the hatch. Fuck it, he thought as he began pouring more cheap liquor into his glass. They all act as if they care about his well-being, but in his darkest, loneliest moments they are all nowhere to be found. The bottle slips out of his shaking hands and falls to the floor. Shards of glass pierce the skin on his feet, and he begins to bend down and pick up the shards as tears begin to well up in his eyes. Before he can grab the glass shards, he hears a vibration emanating from his desk. Stepping on the glass along the way to the desk, he allows himself to be hurt again. He allows himself to succumb to his darker thoughts for a fleeting moment. That is, until he pulls open the drawer to his desk to see his phone buzzing relentlessly. It's him.